Welcome to the brand new episode of Solo Leveling. Today we will talk about Season 2 episode number 6. In the previous episode, we saw Jinwoo clearing 2 back-to-back boss level floors. First, Jinwoo defeated a boss level ogre-like monster on the dungeon floor. Then he faced a boss that was a lich-type monster. After defeating the boss, Jinwoo was once again showered with rewards. He received spring water, 2 lakh experience points, Metus Pendant, 220 demon souls, and along with that, Jinwoo leveled up twice. Jinwoo had piled up a mountain of corpses from all the enemies he defeated. Sitting there, he thought to himself that Metus could summon many powerful monsters and had magical abilities. He wished he could make Metus his shadow, but unfortunately, he couldn't extract even a single shadow from this floor. Jinwoo pondered why he wasn't able to extract shadows. Among the rewards, Jinwoo found the Demon Monarch necklace, but to activate it, he had to wear the earlier earring as well. This necklace was an S rank item that when worn, it increased Jinwoo's agility and intelligence by 20+. Jinwoo wore the necklace and as soon as he did, both necklace and earring activated. He noticed he still has one empty slot left. Since these items were only found on the boss floors, Jinwoo assumed there might be another boss level dungeon to clear. Jinwoo thought to himself, it seems I need to defeat another boss level dungeon to complete this set. However, the quest was already complete, as Jinwoo has collected 10,001 demon soul, one more than required. He said, I have reached my limit and I don't think I can climb further up the tower. After completing the quest, Jinwoo started receiving his rewards. His first reward was he could select any reward from the item shop. His second reward was 20+ stats and his third reward was a surprise gift. After Jinwoo accepts the first reward, an item shop appears before him and he is asked to choose an item. Jinwoo thinks to himself, should I choose an expensive weapon? If I pick a costly weapon, it might help me in battles. But I also get many valuable rewards inside dungeons and this shop keeps upgrading too. Jinwoo gets deeply lost in thoughts, but in the end he decides to select the cursed random loot box from the item shop. A black box appears in front of him. The last time Jinwoo doubled his daily quest, he received the similar loot box. There are 2 types of loot boxes in the shop, the blessed random loot box and the cursed random loot box. After receiving the loot box for the first time, Jinwoo had doubled his workout but didn't receive another box. Today, however, he chose the loot box from the item shop. The first time he got such a box, it contained the key to the demon castle, which allowed him to come here. Jinwoo then opens the item box and surprisingly he gets another key. However, there was no information about its level or name. Jinwoo places the key in his inventory. After this, Jinwoo accepts the second reward, which increases his stats by 20 points. Then he accepts the third reward and a blueprint of holy water of life appears in front of him. Jinwoo is very surprised to see this. The scene shifts to USA where we see Hunter Association building covered in flame. Amidst the commotion, it's revealed that 2 S-rank hunters were battling near the area, causing the destruction. A man is seen lying on the ground and it's none other than Wang Dang-soo. Jinwoo's father had brutally defeated him. The story then moves to a hospital where Jinwoo visits his mother, who has been in a coma for many years. Jinwoo takes out the blueprint called Holy Water of Life, which is an S-rank item. It is written that this item can cure any illness. Jinwoo wonders if this could help cure his mother's condition. However, to create the Holy Water of Life, he needs 3 ingredients. The first is Fragment of the World Tree, which Jinwoo already possesses. The second is Spring Water, which he obtained after defeating an undead boss. Jinwoo had both these items, but the last ingredient is Purified Blood of the Demon King. Jinwoo assumes this might be the final boss of the demon castle. He thinks to himself, in just 1 week, my level has increased 16 times and I have become an S-rank hunter. Mom, please wait a little longer for me. The scene then shifts to the Korea Hunter Association where employees are watching news about the destruction of USA Hunter Association. Suddenly a man arrives wanting to retake the hunter exam. Initially the officials ignore him, but when they see his name on the application form, they are shocked. One employee immediately make call to Mr. Baekhyun-ho saying, hello Mr. Baekhyun-ho, the hunter you are recently mentioned is actually here. He wants to retake the hunter exam. I mean, it's Sun Jinwoo. Here we see that Jinwoo is actually retaking the hunter's exam to upgrade his rank. Jinwoo waits for his turn and many other hunters are also there to retake the exam. One guy noticing other getting nervous says, hey, there is no need to be nervous. Maybe you will get a new rank. Look at those who get a D rank. Agents often recruit them for their team. These teams are quite different from guilds, but they usually chase after new hunters. However, joining smaller guild can be very risky. I have heard that smaller guild go on extremely dangerous raid where the chance of dying are very high. The man continues, just make sure you didn't end up with an E rank. Another man biting his nails out of nervous says, I must get into a big guild. If I can't, I won't be able to pay off my debts or stay with my son. I need to get at least C rank no matter what. Jinwoo thinks to himself, a hunter's rank determines how powerful they are. Once a rank is decided, no matter how much effort someone puts in, they can't upgrade it. Mr. Song was an excellent swordsman, yet he couldn't defeat Kang Tai. And when I was an E rank hunter, I couldn't surpass anyone either. But the things are different for me now. The man who had been delivering monologue earlier finishes exams and comes out to reveal that he got an E rank. Hearing this, other men become even more nervous. When his name is called, he tells Jinwoo, I am very nervous, you can go ahead of me if you want. Jinwoo seizes the opportunity and moves ahead. The staff, recognizing Jinwoo as an E rank, hears him says that he wants to retake the test, but she doesn't pay much attention to him. Jinwoo is then asked to place his hand on the large orb. When he does, an error suddenly appears on the tablet. The examiner is shocked, thinking the system might be malfunctioning. The woman asks Jinwoo to place his hand on the orb again. He complies, but the error occurs once more. At this moment, their boss arrives and asks what the problem is. In his mind, the boss recalls that Mr. Baekhyun had asked him to keep an eye on this individual. 3 months ago, they had encountered a similar case, but the retest turned out to be incorrect. When the boss sees the error in the system, he is stunned. He asks the woman how long she has been working there. She replied, about 6 months. Did I make a mistake? The man thinks to himself, the last time something like this happened was 2 years ago, when Cha Hin became an S rank hunter. This girl probably has no idea what's going on. Call Chang Sheikh here immediately. The woman keep asking, what is happening? Finally, the boss says, this is not the system error. The mana meter we currently have is insufficient to measure his mana. His mana is far beyond its capacity. This means he is Korea's 10th S rank hunter. The scene shifts to outside the Hunter Association, where Mr. Woo Jin-chul and leader of the Hunter Guild, Mr. Choi, are having conversation. Mr. Choi asks Wang Dongsu's recent visit to Korea and the recent Red Gate incident. Mr. Choi inquires whether Wang Dongsu has any involvement in the Red Gate incident. Woo Jin-chul responds, no sir, Wang Dongsu did not assist the survivors that day. I was with him the entire time. I may not know every single detail, but I do have suspicion about someone. At this point, Woo Jin-chul thinks of Sung Jingwoo, but decides not to mention him. Mr. Choi says, so you decide not to tell me about it? No problem. I understand. However, I am more interested in the recent Jeju Island incident. Woo Jin-chul responds, so far we have only found the corpse of a single ant. If such occurrence continues, we are planning to send the hunters there. Mr. Choi replies, certainly the Hunter Guild will cooperate with you all. By the way, there seems to be a lot of commotion inside today. Jin-chul responds, commotion? I can't hear anything. Mr. Choi explains, I am quite sensitive to such things. Jin-chul then says, alright sir, I will go check it out. Please wait here. But Mr. Choi stops him and says, no Jin-chul, I want to see it with my own eyes. The scene then shifts to Sun Jingwoo. The association staff tells Jinwoo, sir, we need permission from higher up to use the advanced manometer. Can you return in 3 days? This statement causes a stir among everyone present. They realize that Jinwoo is an S rank hunter and start whispering about him. At that moment, the leader of the Hunter Guild, Mr. Choi, enters the room. Seeing the guild leader in person shocks everyone, as they don't understand why he is here. Jinwoo looks at Mr. Choi and thinks, so this is Mr. Choi. I have heard he is a fire type magic expert and that can bring down an entire building with a single strike. People call him the ultimate hunter. Hearing that Sun Jingwoo is an S rank hunter, Mr. Woo Jin-chul is deeply shocked. Mr. Choi observing Jinwoo thinks, so this is Korea's 10th S rank hunter. I don't need a meter to determine if he is S rank. I can tell just from his aura. Mr. Choi then introduces himself to Jinwoo. My name is Choi Jong-in and I am the leader of the Hunter Guild. If you are not affiliated with any guild, may we have a word. However, Jinwoo ignores him and replies, I am sorry, but I am very busy. Jinwoo rejects the Hunter Guild offer, leaving everyone stunned. Jinwoo then thinks to himself, my retest is in 3 days. In these 3 days, I can accomplish a lot. First, I need to clear the demon castle and create the antidote. After Jinwoo leaves, Mr. Choi asks Jin-chul, Mr. Jin-chul, did I say something wrong in front of him? It seems I didn't try hard enough. He left without a trace. It looks like he is a capable assassin type hunter. If I can recruit him into my guild, we will have 3 S rank hunters and we could become one of the strongest guild not just in Korea but in the world. As Jinwoo departs, Baekhyun-hoo arrives in a hurry. Spotting Baekhyun-hoo, Mr. Choi thinks to himself, the White Tiger Guild is far from here and judging by how he is grasping, it seems he came here in a great haste. Did he know about this beforehand? Does this means the mysterious hunter in the Red Gate incident was truly Sun Jingwoo? From the first glance I could tell he cannot be controlled or restrained. After this, we are taken back to the hospital. Jinwoo was about to go to the demon castle again, but before that he visits his mother. Jinwoo's mother was suffering from a special disease called eternal slumber, which occurs to some people people after dungeons open. Those who are suffering by this disease remain in a perpetual state of sleep. However, Jinwoo now had a cure for this disease. After seeing his mother, Jinwoo steps outside where he meets Woo Jinchul. Woo Jinchul asks, "Mr. Jinwoo, were you the one who killed all the bees during double dungeon incident? I always thought I had a good eye for these things, but you have proven me wrong." Jinwoo responds, "Well, Mr. Woo Jinchul, don't you think we seems to be crossing path a bit too often?" Woo Jinchul replies, "Our job is to keep an eye on hunters, and that's exactly what I am doing. But when it comes to S ranks, we can't really do much against them. Mr. Sun Jingwoo, I want to introduce you to someone. The chairman of the Hunter Association want to meet you personally." After this, Jinwoo goes to meet the chairman of the Hunter Association. The chairman introduces himself saying, "Mr. Sun Jingwoo, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Gogun Hee. Let's sit and talk." Jinwoo silently takes a seat but can feel the chairman's aura. Despite being an 80-year-old retired wrestler, he seems incredibly strong. On top of that, he was also an S-rank hunter. The chairman says, "Congratulations on becoming an S-rank, Mr. Jinwoo." Jinwoo replies, "My test hasn't been completed yet." The chairman says, "If I'm being honest, the test doesn't really matter. If a machine could truly measure someone's mana, your rank might show as double S or triple S. That means the machine can't measure someone's full power once they are an S-rank hunter. I can recognize an S-rank when I see one." Jinwoo asks, "Then what is the point on taking test again?" The chairman explained, "There is only one reason, Mr. Sung. It's so we get the chance to meet S-rank hunter like you. As you might already know, our association is currently lacking capable hunters like Mr. Woo Jinchul. Most high-ranking hunters run after money and fame, and we can't offer them such thing. That is why they usually don't join the association. However, Mr. Woo Jinchul is one of the few who stayed with us. There is lot I could say, but I want to make one thing clear. We can't offer you more money, but we can give you something else in return." Jinwoo asks, "What do you mean by that?" The chairman replies, "The association can provide you with the power you are seeking." Hearing this, Jinwoo is stunned. And that's it for the Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 6. How did you all like this episode? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy the video, please like it. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.